Trump Legal Cases Daily Digest January 4, 2024. Trump intensifies legal maneuvers to escape trials. Donald Trump is positioned to secure the 2024 presidential nomination amid ongoing legal challenges, including 4 criminal cases, a civil fraud case, and disputes over ballot eligibility. As Trump's legal battles coincide with the campaign calendar, the Supreme Court is expected to play a crucial role. Key issues involve a potential Supreme Court decision on whether states can label Trump an insurrectionist, impacting his presence on state ballots, and a ruling on his immunity from federal charges related to the 2020 election, influencing trial timing. The legal complexities also extend to a New York trial, a Florida case, and a Georgia trial, with Supreme Court decisions shaping critical aspects of Trump's legal trajectory. Trump pushes a bid to halt D.C. election interference trial. In the escalating legal showdown surrounding the federal election interference case against former President Donald Trump, his attorneys are aggressively seeking to bring his federal election interference trial to a complete standstill. Trump's lawyer, John Lauro, contends that special counsel Jack Smith and federal prosecutors should be held in contempt for their alleged partisan-driven misconduct. Lauro, who has been advocating for a delay in the trial until 2026, accuses Smith of an unlawful production of discovery and filing motions ahead of deadlines, claiming it is a breach of the paused proceedings ordered by U.S. District Judge Tanya Chutkan. Lauro's motion, filed with a push for maximum media exposure, asserts that Smith's actions are in violation of the December stay order, which temporarily lifted deadlines but did not bar federal prosecutors from proactively providing discovery or filing motions. Chutkan explicitly stated that the deadlines were held in abeyance for the benefit of Trump's team, pending the appeals court's decision on Trump's presidential immunity claim. She wrote, "If jurisdiction is returned to this court, it will, consistent with its duty to ensure both a speedy trial and fairness for all parties, consider at that time whether to retain or continue the dates of any still future deadlines and proceedings, including the trial scheduled for March 4, 2024. Despite this, Trump's legal team aims to halt proceedings, with Lauro emphasizing, the special counsel cannot keep filing. Smith's office, maintaining a commitment to meet every pretrial deadline, anticipated a prompt trial if the appeals court affirms the order. Trump's legal strategy, centered on delaying the trial, aligns with his latest filing, strategically coordinated with the Trump campaign for added media impact. Swiftly after the filing, the Trump campaign labeled Smith deranged and accused him of being a henchman for President Joe Biden. Trump's team contends that the trial is an essential part of his duty as president to investigate the alleged rigging of the 2020 presidential election, contrasting with Smith's assertion of personal interests driving Trump's pursuit of a second term in office. The legal drama unfolds as Trump seeks to manipulate the narrative in his favor, casting himself as a victim of political persecution. GOP and Trump's electoral fate hangs in the balance at the Supreme Court. Former President Donald Trump's appeal to overturn a Colorado ruling that disqualified him from the Republican presidential nomination may thrust the U.S. Supreme Court into a political firestorm, potentially influencing his 2024 election prospects. Legal experts suggest the justices, despite potential discomfort, may have no choice but to address the pressing issues surrounding Trump's eligibility. Attorney Deepak Gupta emphasizes the daunting task ahead for the court, stating, "The court will have to act with unusual speed and, hopefully, in a way that does not further divide our deeply divided land." The case involves Colorado's unprecedented use of Section 3 of the U.S. Constitution's 14th Amendment, known as the Disqualification Clause, to bar Trump from the ballot based on his alleged involvement in the January 6, 2021, Capitol attack. If the Supreme Court intervenes, it could shape the application of eligibility standards for public office nationwide. Legal scholars like Erwin Chemerinsky argue that the court should take the case and resolve early and for the entire country whether Trump can be on the ballot, emphasizing the significant role the court would play in the upcoming election. Trump's lawyers contend that the constitutional amendment in question does not apply to U.S. presidents, insisting that the issue of presidential eligibility falls within the purview of Congress. Despite boasting about his court appointments, Trump has expressed frustration with the Supreme Court in the past, and its decision on this matter could carry substantial consequences. Legal experts suggest that to preserve legitimacy, the court may need to issue a unanimous or nearly unanimous ruling, signaling a departure from partisan divides that could further polarize an already fragile democracy. House report alleges foreign payments to Trump's businesses. Democrats cite constitutional violations. A report released by Democrats on the House Oversight Committee alleges that former President Donald Trump's businesses received millions of dollars from foreign entities in 20 countries during his presidency. The report, titled White House for Sale, includes documents from Trump's former accounting firm, revealing payments from 20 governments, including China and Saudi Arabia, totaling at least $7.8 million. The report claims that these payments violate the Constitution's Foreign Emoluments Clause, which prohibits the president from accepting money or gifts from foreign governments without congressional approval. Representative Jamie Raskin, the top Democrat on the Oversight Committee, accuses Trump of prioritizing personal financial interests over the American public interest, stating, "By elevating his personal financial interests and the policy priorities of corrupt foreign powers over the American public interest, former President Trump violated both the clear commands of the Constitution and the careful precedent set and observed by every previous commander-in-chief." The report points out that Saudi Arabia likely paid Trump-owned businesses over $615,000 during Trump's first term, coinciding with his unprecedented choice of the kingdom for his first overseas trip. In response to the allegations, Eric Trump, the former president's son and a key figure in the Trump Organization, called the House Democrats' narrative insane. He emphasized that profits earned from foreign entities were voluntarily donated to the Treasury Department to offset potential conflicts of interest. However, government ethics watchdogs question the transparency of the donation, arguing that it did not account for revenues from foreign government patrons of unprofitable Trump properties. Despite the report's claims, in 2021, the U.S. Supreme Court dismissed lawsuits against Trump, citing his departure from office. Legal battles loom over Trump's 2024 campaign, key court dates ahead. Donald Trump is poised to secure the 2024 presidential nomination, if polls prove accurate, amidst a backdrop of legal challenges, including 4 criminal cases, a civil fraud case, and battles over ballot eligibility. Trump's legal entanglements are set to intersect with his campaign calendar, with the Supreme Court likely involved in crucial decisions. A dispute over whether states can label Trump an insurrectionist may reach the Supreme Court, influencing his presence on state ballots. Additionally, the court will determine whether Trump is immune from federal charges related to overturning the 2020 election, impacting the trial's timing. Trump's legal team seeks Supreme Court intervention to resolve disputes over his potential removal from state ballots under the 14th Amendment Section 3. The case involves decisions by Maine and Colorado, alleging Trump's incitement of the Capitol attack. The court's consideration could coincide with Republican primary voting, beginning this month. The critical issue of immunity from federal charges, central to the election interference case, may also prompt Supreme Court involvement. The timing of this decision could impact the trial's scheduling, determining whether it precedes the November election. The legal battles extend to a New York trial regarding hush money payments and a Florida case on classified documents. Trump's trial in Georgia, focused on election tampering, faces timing uncertainties. 2 impending New York court decisions involve the Attorney General's civil fraud case and a damages trial related to defamation. The convergence of Trump's legal challenges and the campaign calendar creates a complex landscape, with Supreme Court decisions influencing key aspects of his legal fate. Thanks for watching. If you like it, comment and hit the like and share buttons. Subscribe for future videos.